Hello everyone, and now welcome to game 2 in this Zerg versus Zerg mirror match. Rex versus Spider Ways Fly here on Whirlwind, as we expect to see some crazy antics on the map that is only Whirlwind. Both sides now quickly just not opening up with any crazy 6 drone, starting to train those drones early on, and we'll see whether or not we see any 9 or 10 drones come into play for perhaps some early aggression. Early aggression, something that seems to be counterintuitive on Whirlwind, but happens very often. Normally, large maps, you feel like you can be a little bit more macro safe and a little bit more macro greedy. But because so many players play Whirlwind as though it is meant to be a macro map and macro greedy, they tend to not have enough units on the field that can actually defend a small force. Once you get perhaps 6 to 8 Zerglings inside a base, the drones can fall extremely quickly based upon their Zergling attack speed. So far, Overlords are scouting out in the wrong direction again, north and south instead of east and west, or diagonally, more important. As we're still waiting to look what Rex is going to be doing. Rex does have an Overlord off there. You can see that Rex is trying to make a big play here and eventually, but still needs to figure out how he's going to be opening it. All right, I thought I saw a spawning pool, and this is going to be an early spawning pool. This is not going to be the early aggression that I thought, but Fly may have a little bit of difficulty dealing with Rex's strategy, especially now that Rex is in the hole 1-0 in this 2-game set. He wants to make sure that he doesn't go home completely empty-handed. Coming out with another point is always helpful in the seedings, and always making sure that you cannot fall back down to a lower or a lower bracket, as that's what you don't want to do. You can, there's I believe the semi-pro. You know what? I will explain the semi-pro and pro league of TESL in another video. Let's just go ahead and focus on the game here. So far, this Zerg versus Zerg matchup has been rather bland. Fly still doesn't have enough gas for a metabolic boost. Meanwhile, Rex will have enough gas here in just a moment, and he is already pulling drones off of gas and now starting that metabolic boost. That's going to give him a slight advantage in terms of attack, just because his own Zerglings will reach melee distance, and then before all of his opponent's Zerglings do. That's one of those instances where you want to make sure that your Zerglings are all in a ball as opposed to in a line. If all of your units are in a line, then some of them may not be able to engage and take down your opponent's units. And it's all about early game positioning on those Zerglings to come out ahead in most of the games that have a fast metabolic boost, or perhaps some sort of fast Roach Baneling play. So far, Fly is going to be able to maneuver himself with that Overlord. Get inside, take a look. Harvester count of Fly sitting at 23 compared to 15. I am rather confused as to how exactly there is only 15 workers out on the field. I don't believe I missed any sort of harassment. So my apologies already. Harvester count is 28 to 31, though, as more and more Zerglings are being added. And this is essentially an all-in coming in from Rex. Rex knows that he does not have enough enough drones to really follow up into the mid-game. So he is trying to win this game straight outright with a whole bunch of Zerglings. Zerglings now going to be running down the map here. And the Overlord will spot this all, but will it be in time? All right, Zergling's not going to be able to run inside the map here. You can see that there is a Baneling's Nest. Is it going to get completed? I don't believe so, as the Zergling's not going to try and engage. Zergling's now being forced to back off. More Zerglings are being added, and the Queen adding so much additional DPS that this is not even going to be a fair fight. Fly already up ahead by 15 supply, as the Zerglings are still chasing him from out of nowhere. It's going to be 2 bases to 2 now, but will Rex try and be greedy and go for a third? Zerglings dancing back and forth in the center portion of the map. You can see one Baneling hiding off over there. In comes the Zerglings. Both sides are ready to engage and now decide to back off as they perhaps saw the shell of all of those. All of those Banelings. Banelings now making their way off to the north. Also, those Zerglings are going to be able to engage here. Zerglings in superior numbers, I believe. Yes, in superior numbers to try and take down Rex here in the top left. Rex is in serious trouble. I do not believe he'll be able to survive this. And there's the early GG coming in. Spiders Fly taking a 2-0 victory over Storm's Rex. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening.